have made this recording to show you the different interfaces inside TrackDem. And I will do my commentary on them as well, and you can then tell us your recommendations, or at least start thinking. So this is from the meetings page on the main council website, inside your council, the your council section. This is how this page currently looks, and the proposed. So if we went live, tomorrow, essentially it would get 2 more pages added to it. So if you compare there to there, so reports and decisions, council decisions, register. We would also be changing the destination of this one here. So this would change, and this is new, and this is new. 1, 2, 3. I mean, you might reorder the order of the page as well. Meetings calendar would, in the future, go to this page. So this is now, you see the URL change. We're now on the test site for the TrackDem platform. This is a, what is it? Entire. Is it going to give us more? Oh, there we go. This is a filterable list of results in a kind of tabular format, which is similar in kind, I guess, to this thing here, which is date, name, time, location. So this thing has date, name, agenda, minutes, other documents, and video. Filters similar to those filters. The first question is, why is it different? But I think there's new information. But it kind of it gives a hint of what we'll see, which is more of a tabular layout on many of these things, and I think that's potentially accidental as opposed to necessary. Meetings calendar. So say you clicked on one of these things, it'd take you to a particular meeting, which I won't do yet. If we clicked on reports and decisions, it would take us to this page, which instead of which has a 4-column card layout. So this could be tabular, but it's not, or I guess it's kind of tabular. So you got title, parent, category, date, short description. And we're going to click on that soon, just not yet. Then the other page that you could get to if you clicked here, council decisions register. This is the decisions register. And so this is a very tabular layout, which has many more filters. I think there might be less filters on the public view, or maybe there's more filters on the logged in view. I'll have to check on that. So you can filter, what can we filter? Let's do just the council and just September, and so we can see just the decisions that were made at the council on the council meeting, as opposed to a subcommittee on the 7th of September. And then imagine if we clicked through to this specific, so we can't click through to an action, but we can click through to a report, which is actually, if you go back to this one here, the same as this one. These are reports. We'd click through to this thing, which is the same. These are all the same page here. And so this is a new page for reports and decisions. So this is a report that went to the council or a committee. So in this case, the Audit and Risk Committee. It's got an agenda. It's got the video of the actual meeting, and then it has these things, the decisions that were made. So these decisions are represented in here. So decision 1, receive the information. Decision 2, note the recommendations. There could be big decisions, small decisions. The point is, a paper happens at a meeting. and the decisions relate to papers that go to committees. These have different statuses, these decisions. So if we go back to here, we can look at in progress completed or recently in progress or recently completed. So obviously if something got finished yesterday, you'd want, and you were tracking that thing as an individual or whatever, you'd want that to be have a way of seeing things that are recently completed. Some of these are multi-select, I'm sure of it. Maybe they're not. Oh no, there we go. I'm holding shift there and doing multi-select. So there's a simple, you could you'd argue that this interface looks very similar to this, but they're functionally quite different. It's not. So that's the end of me walking you through it. My immediate read on it is often columns are used when columns are not the only way of displaying the information. So as an example, this and this show almost the same information. I'm not saying one's better than the other, but the point is that there's definitely two different ways to show the same stuff. And if we jump to if they decided to lay out this in the same way that TrackDem is laid out, you could imagine, yeah, sure. Yeah. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns if they chose to lay TrackDem out like that. So does this need to be laid out in columns? Or if you were to change it, how might you change it? Then this, which one am I looking for? This layout, again, is kind of similar and dissimilar. It's actually similar to a gallery layout like this. And normally if you have a card or gallery layout, you can toggle to a different layout. It seems arbitrary that 4-column cards was selected for this, but not for others, and arbitrary that tabular layout was chosen for others, not this. And then as far as this one goes, my tummy says like the column width is wider than that. Because this is on a separate platform, the question is what should you see when you click menu there? And I think you should see almost exactly what you see there, except that you'd imagine when you click menu here, I would assume you would see oh. Interesting. Okay. So if you click menu here, I would think that you should just see that exact same thing. From a technical perspective, I don't know how you abstract the menu so that it can be in 2 places at once and only need updating in 1 place. There's another, when you look at this more though, there's another thing, which is this isn't even tabular data, because inside meeting there is 2 cells of data here, 1, 2, and over here we have 2. Well, is that a list inside a cell? I don't know. And then footer, I assume, should look like footer. breadcrumbs, I assume, should behave like breadcrumbs, which is to say always point to the thing. How does breadcrumb work right now? Yeah, it just essentially takes you to the page previous to the page that you're on. That says home, and it obviously shouldn't say home, it should say whatever is the... I've lost this thing. Meetings. Anyway, this video is probably long enough. I'm going to hit the stop button.